It's the final two matches of the group stages of the 2020 AFC Under-23 Championships. And this is the Thunder Castle in Buriram, which is an appearance at the Olympic Games. Jordan have never done that. UAE appeared at the... Oh, that 2012 team. Torchbearers of UAE football even till today, and who knows, these players might write to their very has been in charge. So look at the substitutes, which includes, of course, Uzbekistan. Here's the Jordan lineup. They make two changes to the side that drew with Viet in 80 minutes of football. It's a funny game, but sometimes when it all clicks, it seems from those youth teams who graduated with the players into the under-23s league. The coach for Jordan is Ahmed Abu Ismail. So UAE kick us off side by side. Based football game, a very crowded midfield that they're happy to employ at every given up. It's kept alive. It's onside. Is that offside? I don't think there is a flag. There is one now belatedly. They do use the flanks quite readily. That's a challenge that was really late more than anything else from Ihab Ali. See a lot of sides in the world do that. They've gone short throughout this tournament, and that's no different. It's on time. Start pinging the ball about with a measure of confidence, especially since Al-Zebdieh just ahead of him. Al-Zebdieh, very nippy, very quick, who is asking for the ball to be headed down towards him, but that's a very high boot, and it's going to be a free. Neither team, though, have had any opportunities at goal. Here's the opportunity. Offside. It'll be offside. Won't be called at all. I think he knew it as well while he put the ball and tucked it into the back of the net that it is going to be offside. Came from an offside position, and he had no choice but to get in for the top. Ali Saleh has gone along with it right now. One of the most exciting youngsters in UAE. The shot is on if he is interested in taking it. Goes all the way wide. It was well defended first time, and then second time. Chance for the clearance now by Su. The breakaway. Defending was absolutely superb yet again. I think the coach appreciated it very much. That's wanted to show a thing or two in terms of his footwork. Very tired in that last few minutes against Korea. Keep that one in play. And the coach Ahmed Abu Ismail has already said they've worked the 1-2 well enough, and this is where their pace is. Great low center of gravity, running away from his opponent. Easy, Al-Zebdieh. Ramadan. Tried. Oh, that's great skill. A chance now for the shots, surely. Well, he's played it out to Adi. Rawabde. Great vision from him. Bari. Referee's flag didn't go up. Ihab's cross, almost a very good one. Baniatier will run all by himself now. There is the pace that is shown, and the reason why he is such a dangerous opponent. Goalkeeper had to be very careful and had to be very sure that he got all ball, and he Jordanians. Well, he's up there on the outside asking for it as Ihab. He decides to go for goal himself. Just behind the defense. Another player as Ihab. Here is Al-Zebdieh. With Vietnam conceding now, the only side left in the AFC Under-23s who haven't conceded yet. Bari trying to tow it through and ask. Chance for the break now for the substitute. Al-Ghasawi. Bob the ball that high up, and their defense plays that high up. They're always in danger of the helper situation. Atier now just bursting clear. The ball's looped. That is a very good turn by Al-Wan. Al-Ghassani looking for the perfect ball back. Al-Ghassani saved by the goalkeeper, and then the defender. That is brilliant goalkeeping. Spread eagled himself superbly in front of Zayed Al-Amiri. Under-23 championships, Jordan might just be staying on because of him. The goal has stood. It's gone into the back of the net. And you do feel sorry for the goalkeeper, because after all his exploits, Jordan still concede from the corner. And UAE is Messi, and they finally clear it, and even Rob there's giving the ball away cheaply. Zayed towed the ball into the back of the net. Their last corner resulted in a goal. This one doesn't. Who says play on? Atier for a tasty second half. Bani Atier trying to get behind the defense, and that was very into space for the substitute has come on to devastating effect, because he has influenced the game to look for one last chance, but it's easily cut out. They used that route very early on in the second. A lot more composure shown after starting off on the back foot. Haven't been able to unlock and find the password. They've towed away, they've asked for a penalty, but he got all ball. It comes right through. Oh, what a brilliant save. That is absolutely magnificent. He must have seen it very late, and not only to pull off the save, but actually from Jordan. They haven't been brilliant up front, you'd have to say. That had play with a 3 at the back, but this game they have thrown a little caution to the wind by Omar. Very good looking long, and that is a picturesque ball to find. Bani inside has actually been answering most of the questions. Bani Atier almost turned villain. Bari keeps the ball in play. It's drilled back, and it should have found the back of the net. Omar Azebdieh. Fullbacks didn't get up fast enough. Not enough meat behind that ball. To puncture, certainly it is the lifeline, but it is still 1-1 on the other side, which is good news. Still can't get behind this UAE backline. The moment they are allowed to, there's always second half. That is very impressive from Azebdieh. Still Azebdieh, great pace, no end. Ball swung in, well defended yet again by Al-Hamad. I don't know if it had some glue on it. The goalkeeper save made it look that way. Al-Ghassani. Still Al-Ghassani. Great work by Al-Ghassani. That would have been some goal. Well, there is Bani Atier. I wasn't happy with the treatment given on him. Try to find the equalizer, or hope that Vietnam don't score a winner. Very clever touch. There are players waiting in the box for the cross. They've asked for handball. The referee said brilliant defending by Alatas. And that's what we're talking about. The back. Al Naimat trying to turn to his favorite situation. Substitution for Jordan. On a dime. He's put some pace behind it. Yet again, an opportunity right in front of goal, which they did. Abdieh. Still is Abdieh. With him. Goal from that game against Vietnam into this one. Al Bari's cross. Take those into consideration, isn't he? Just gives you signs that he is not interested in the game whatsoever. Eri, that's a more assured touch. It goes all the way back to Al-Hamadi. Happy to play goal. They weren't clinical enough. Well, they're still ahead of Vietnam. That's a delightful ball played out to Bari. Does he have the pace now to take this through? He certainly has, but going to be closing over, but his teammates will remind him of it. Mahdi this time was covering at the far. The shot does come in, and this time that is a surprise, but he has just recovered from it. A little too much for him. Well, Zabdieh couldn't work the 1-2 with Al-Zoo. So organized and so compact and so very well switched up. It is on target by Alwan, and every time they've had it on target, Al-Shamsi has out almost immediately. Bari has done well to skip past a couple of challenges. Ghassani, clean pair of heels. Al-Ghassani down the line for the on-rushing Isam. Not the best. They need to take advantage of everyone, and that's the extra pressure that they're feeling. Ihab has gone through, and Ihab has got the ball into the back of the net. Finally, this UAE defense has been breached. After 257 minutes, Goalkeeper Mohammad Al-Shamsi has been beat to finish this game in this fashion. We hope not. Aid Kamis comes on for Alatas, who's running substitution. They never hung their heads, and they finally found the equalizer.